Our boys back in the video and we're talking about Khyri Thomas's future with the Houston Rockets because when he balled for us on that 10-day contract, he was absolutely amazing. Had some really good games for us. Had basically a career high with us on the second game, which is absolutely ridiculous. So today we're talking about Khyri Thomas and his future moving on with the Houston Rockets. So what's up? My name is Jae'sean. If you guys like this video, drop it below, press the subscribe button. Let's get to the video. So Khyri Thomas is kind of an interesting player on the Houston Rockets because in the 5 games that he's played with the Houston Rockets, he's been averaging 16 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists, which is actually really good. I mean, this is the type of player who hasn't gone too much time in Detroit. Obviously, before going to Houston, he played in Detroit for, I want to say, 2 years, I want to say. Yes, 2 years in Detroit, where he didn't get too much run there. I mean, let's see, his season averages were 2 points per game in each season. Like, it wasn't really that good, only like 7 minutes for the Detroit Pistons, but on the Houston Rockets in just 5 games averaged 30.6 minutes, so 31 minutes per game in those 5 games. And I think, what was it, I think it was like the third or fourth game where he was playing. I think we signed him to a guaranteed multi-million deal. I think that was for, hold on, Khyri Thomas, man. But like, I know like he's kind of interesting because he is 26 years old. He actually was really good for us. I just don't know how he's going to be playing for us off the bench. So his contract is looking like a 2-year $2 million deal, I want to say. Just give me 1 second here. Yes, it is. Okay, so yeah, Khyri Thomas, man. I mean, like he has a lot of good games. He's a good 3-and-D player, which is something I've seen like in this past 5 games when he played for us. Like, he's actually a really good 3-and-D player, someone that can shoot the ball at a pretty high clip. Over the season, shot it at 33%. Obviously, only in those 5 games, but it could be a little bit better when he comes back next year. If he actually, I think he's gonna come back next year. So yeah, Khyri Thomas. I mean, his contract. Here, let's see. So Khyri Thomas, let's see. Actually doesn't say his contract. So all we know is that he got signed to a multi-million dollar deal. We don't know. I don't really know what it is. I think it's nothing too much, nothing too crazy. But if we decide to move Khyri Thomas in a trade, I mean, we could package him as like a salary filler. Maybe beside Eric Gordon, package them together. I don't know, man. I mean, like, I think Khyri Thomas could be a really solid player off the bench. Maybe, I don't know. He's like a shooting guard / forward. I want to say, like, small forward, shooting guard. So I think he could be really good. Like, maybe not really sixth man type of player, because I think that could be some like Sterling Brown, Armani Brooks type of like something like that can fill in Eric Gordon's shoes. But maybe Khyri Thomas comes off the bench, gives us like kind of like a Gerald Green type of vibe, where he comes in, shoots some threes, gets some defensive plays in, and just gets out, man. If he's hot, then we keep him in, but then if he's not, then obviously take him out. So Khyri Thomas, I think he could definitely be a really solid rotational piece off the bench. He's just that, I don't really trust Khyri Thomas to do what he did in those 5 games. I mean, what was this? Yeah, in his 5 games, 16 points, 27 points, 18 points, 4 points, and then 17 points. Now, I will say, like, his stats are actually pretty impressive for, what he did on the court, in his first game with the Rockets, he dropped 16 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 3 steals, 67% from the 3, and then 86% from the field, which is really good. And it's against Milwaukee too, which is absolutely ridiculous, man. So yeah, like Khyri Thomas, I think he definitely surprised a lot of people, man. He was just really good for us, really good surprise for us. I mean, obviously the Houston Rockets are a really good team that finds diamonds in the rough. So obviously Jae'Sean Tate, KJ Martin, type of people like that. But obviously finding people like Khyri Thomas, like, it's pretty impossible to be honest with you, because not many there's not really too many players that you can find in this day and age, like in free agency, where like they could be like diamonds in the roughs. I mean, obviously, like, I don't think like any other organization is as bold as the Houston Rockets taking on G League talent / unsigned talent. I mean, obviously we took a chance on Anthony Lamb, and he did okay, I guess, for what he did. Like, for what he's worth, he actually did pretty okay. 6 points per game, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. It wasn't too bad for us, but obviously it was on a team where most of our key players were injured, so obviously you got the ball a little bit more. But those are one of the examples. I mean, obviously KJ Martin, Jae'Sean Tate, we turned those two into really good young core stars on our team, man, that could possibly help us get to the championship run that we could get in the future. But Khyri Thomas, he's interesting because he's 26 years old. about to be 27 in a few years. Let's see what his birthday is, man. Actually, yeah, he's about to be 20. No, yeah, he's gonna be. He's gonna be 26 and wow, on August 5th. So I was wrong. He's actually 25. So fits in with our timeline a little bit. You know, this thing that concerns me is his consistency. I mean, obviously, like, he's not really that consistent. He did get injured against the Lakers in this fourth game where he dropped 4 points. He did drop 11 assists, which is really good, and then 3 rebounds, 1 steal. So I like his defensive game, man. Really good. It's just that I don't really trust him to be that consistent. I don't know. It depends on how we play out the next season, because there's gonna be a lot of roster changes with the off season, because obviously, like, we signed a lot of 10-day contracts, a lot of 2-way contracts, players. I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of moves, a lot of unrestricted free agents coming back, maybe unrestricted free agents moving out to other teams like David Nwaba, Sterling Brown, those type of players, Kelly Olynyk. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Kyra Thomas does have a future on this team. It's a little bit slimmer because obviously we've got Armani Brooks off the bench. We got Augustine, who's still on 1 year left on his deal. We still got Eric Gordon on our team too. So there's just a lot of guards on this team, and I don't even know if Kyra Thomas is gonna break the rotation next season. Depends on if you bench Augustine or trade Gordon, but you know, depends. I mean, if he gets some running time, he could possibly really be good for us. So I think I believe in Kyra Thomas a little bit. I mean, obviously we got to see a little bit more than just 5 games, but I think I definitely believe in him, and hopefully he just produces for us next season. So that's the video. Drop them below, press the button, and I'm out. Peace.